So at this point, you should have all the test file shares created on your file server / domain controller. And as a next step, what we're going to be doing is actually going ahead and accessing these file shares to get a sense of what the telemetry looks like. So I'll just open up my computer here simply, and then I'll just do \\, DC. And DC is where my particular file shares are located. Your system might be a little bit different depending on how the lab is set up. So I'll just go ahead and access this logs1 file share, and we'll see this passwords.txt file hanging out that we'll get to in a later video. But we've gone ahead and accessed the file share now. So let's look at the telemetry that was generated. And we're going to be looking specifically at the 5145 event ID. You see a couple of them here. So I'll just go ahead and open one and zoom in a little bit so everybody could see. And this is what the event looks like when file share is accessed. So we see the user account that accessed the file share, the type of object that was accessed, the source IP address of where that access occurred. So this 192.168.1.75 IP address is the IP of my Win11 VM. We see the share name, the share path, as well as all the access that was granted. And we can see that in this case, it's an audit success. So access was indeed granted. And as a next step, we'll take a look at what happens when access is denied. So to do this, we'll go to our Windows workstation once again, and we'll run this command to open up a command prompt as our low priv user who we actually explicitly denied share access to. So go ahead and type in the password, and we see this time we have a command prompt as our low priv user. And this time we'll go ahead and try to access file share from our low priv user who we denied access to. So let's see what this looks like. DC logs1, and we get our access denied. So that's exactly what we were kind of hoping would happen. And we'll go back to our domain controller and take a look at the file share events again. And you can already see by the little lock icon here that this is the audit failure event. And once again, we see that the source account was our low priv user. The source IP address was the same as last time. The file share is exactly the same. However, this time we see that it was denied due to this particular SACL, and we see the audit failure event. So this just gives us a good overview of what the telemetry looks like when you successfully access a file share versus when you unsuccessfully access a file share due to permissions or what have you. And as a next step, in the next video, we'll see what file access within a file share looks like, looking at the same type of telemetry. So I'll see everyone there. Thank you.